Hello kids, it's me again, back with another video. So this is a very special video because it is, at the time of me recording this, it is the month of November, and my channel, the channel that you're watching right now, was created in November of 2018. So what does that mean? It's my channel's anniversary, of course. Now, we've done a couple of different things here on the chan in past years. Last year we ranked all of my eras. That was a fun video. The year before that we did, it was a tier list of all of my videos up until that point. That was a really good video. And before that, I don't think I did anything because, you know, it was only the second year. I don't even think I had that many videos out. And at the time, I may have been on like my little mini hiatus. This year, I thought for the very special 4-year anniversary video, I thought it would be really fun to go back into the vault. Not really in the vault because the video itself is still up, but go back in time, so to speak, and watch and react to my first YouTube video that I put on this channel. Now, if you actually go back and look at the video itself, you will see that it was put out on January of 2019 and not November of 2018. Now, I had 2 other videos that were on this channel. They are now, one of them's private and one of them's unlisted, but I'm still gonna count November as like my channel anniversary because it is my channel anniversary. It's when I created it. The title of my first video is Who is the Twitter Sugar Dad? Now, a little background. I don't know if you guys remember, around late 2018, early 2019, there's this Twitter account called the Sugar Dad that was doing these weird like and retweet and I'll give you $1,000. And I always found that to be really shady. Not shady, but just like kind of, it didn't seem legit to me. So I wanted to do a little investigation of sorts. And that's what this video will be. Now, there are people doing that. The Pulte account, Bill Pulte, what he's doing might actually be legit, but who knows? Maybe I need to look into him too, because I always see his like my tweet and make sure you have notifications on and I'll give you $500. Like, I just hate the vibe of those kinds of accounts that do that kind of thing to this day. I did back then, I still do now. Jeffree Star did it for a hot minute and I made a video on him doing that as well. My start on YouTube was kind of looking into a shady Twitter account, and I also made a follow-up video to this. We're not going to be looking at it today, but if you want to know more about the tea, you can watch the follow-up video. Honestly, it was a really interesting saga to look at. Still haven't really gotten to the bottom of it, but who knows? I mean, the saga is long gone now. I haven't looked into Joe Vargas in a while. Maybe I need to follow up with him, perhaps, but who knows? I am quite busy these days. I'm a working lady. I'm not in college anymore, so yeah, anyway. Enough dilly-dallying. I have my tablet here, so we're just gonna have a look-see. Okay, I know I said enough dilly-dallying, but I do watch some of my old videos. It kind of inspires me to like continue to make videos, watching my old videos, because I just look at them and I see them and I'm like, oh man, this is really fun. I should keep doing this. And this one, however, I haven't watched in a while. So honestly, it's probably been like over a year since I've seen this video. Let's get into it, shall we? Around September or October of 2018, I was made aware of a Twitter account called The Sugar Dad. I just like to point out, I love the consistency. In a lot of my video essays, I still use this exact same like blue background that I use for my banner on YouTube. I like the consistency, and also just right off the bat, we're already 7 seconds in and I got things to say, but I can't remember what I used to. You know what? I think when I recorded this, the voiceover for this, I was at home on Christmas break and I was using my phone. And that's why it sounds weird. But you can also tell that I'm like not as projecting as I should be, because I was like in the guest room of my house and I didn't want anyone to know what I was doing. I don't have to limit myself these days because I have a whole house to myself and I can be as loud as I want. It's the benefits of living alone. I'll be giving away X large sum of money to Y amount of people who retweet. Okay, I don't want to keep like pausing constantly, but the little mock-up that I made, that's fun. That's fun. I like that. I always saw those memes of cats holding money saying retweet and you will find fortune. I still see those, by the way. It looks like this time it turned out to be true. Not for me, but for a few lucky people, as you will see later. The foreshadowing. Oh, my theories, I kind of completely forgot about the whole structure of this video, but yeah, I had a couple of theories on who he could be before I like kind of sort of knew in my follow-up video who he might be. And by the way, I'm just listening to the background music. This is before I started using the chill hop compilation that I do now. I believe I still have this particular one. I don't know if this is like one song or a couple of songs. There used to be this other chill hop compilation that I would use for the background music for my videos. I don't use it anymore, of course. I use more or less the same one now. Okay.
Maybe the sugar dad gets non-sexual pleasure from helping people financially.
Oh, these edits.
And he just wants to help people who are struggling. It's pretty noble, I think.
Oh, this edit is great too. The profile pic with all the Twitter default profile pics, that was a great one. I kind of slayed. I kind of hit the slay button there.
I just don't really like the lottery aspect of it personally.
Still don't.
On December 7th, 2018, we learned a little bit more about the sugar dad and his legitimacy when the YouTuber Scar1Joe uploaded the video, "A sugar daddy on Twitter sent me so much money."
The video. Now this one, the jury is still somewhat out there. I'm assuming she lied about it. For what reason, I'm not sure, because when I made my follow-up video, like maybe a year or like a few, like 6 months later, the video that Scar1Joe posted was gone. It was no longer available. The link to it is still in the description. And I believe it either says that it was privated or deleted. I will find out when I edit this video. At the same time, it kind of doesn't make sense why she would lie about this, unless she's like involved in some way. Because I mean, she did say she was like corresponding with this mystery man. Maybe not on Twitter, but like outside of Twitter. I still find it bizarre that she kind of like covered it all up once the Twitter account went private. So that might be a whole investigation in itself. Scar, if you're out there, if you're still out there doing whatever it is that you do, I don't know what you're up to these days. I don't know if you're still online. I genuinely would like to hear from you. Like, my Twitter DMs are open. Contact me. I want to know your story. I want to know why you were involved in this, you know? So if you're out there, hit me up, please.
Hi, so I wanted to make this video to tell you guys my story about the sugar dads on Twitter.
And this is mostly just her talking about it. I might edit this portion out, but I do want to watch it just to see what she says.
And then again, almost instantly they replied saying, "How can I pay you?" So I sent my PayPal. I thought, what's the worst that can happen?
So this specific portion in this video is what gave me the idea that the guy behind this might have had some kind of fandom kink, because he calls Scar mistress, which is like, I guess, BDSM terminology. I don't know what other way to like describe it, but that's where I got the, oh, this guy has a kink of some sort, just based off of her story. Assuming it's true now. Assuming it's true and basing it off of her story and the DM that he sent.
I came back to Twitter later that night and I saw the DMs. I didn't have any new DMs, but then I remembered, oh, I'm gonna check PayPal, see if this dude has actually sent me money. So I went on PayPal and I opened it up and I have 2 payments of $450, so $900 altogether.
Which is a little sus, because anytime you get sent money on PayPal, you get, if you have the app on your phone, you get a notification. And then you get an email notification. So maybe I'm just weird and I like check my emails all the time, but I find it odd that she's like, huh, all this time has passed and I haven't heard from him. Let me check my PayPal. Oh, $500 or however much was there. You know, that a little strange.
He seems like a really nice guy. So he's asking me like where I'm from, like what I do, like what I'm into, that kind of thing. I'm asking him all the same things, but he's not telling me his name, he's not telling me where he's from. He tells me a little bit about himself, like bare minimum, I don't really know anything. Like even now I don't know anything.
Also very convenient for her, adding to the mystique of it all, saying that she's like not able to find out anything about him. Presumably, aside from his phone number, you can find out a lot. Well, you can't find out a lot. You can find out a decent amount about someone from their phone number, even if it is just their area code. Assuming, number 1, this is true, and number 2, he gave a real number, not like a, I don't know, a WhatsApp number, which I don't know if those have like area codes that actually correspond to places.
So then in August, I told him I was going away for 3 months. and it was August, and he said, check your PayPal. I just got a text from him. I woke up and it said, check your PayPal. So I went and I checked my PayPal.
Also, it does track the many thanks, you know, that was kind of his catchphrase that he would use. If you wanted to fabricate some messages, you know, you could say, you could throw the many thanks in there and it would seem more authentic. Also, if I remember correctly, her YouTube name isn't Scar1Joe anymore. I don't know what it is now. Again, I haven't checked in a while. If you're looking, number one, if you're looking for this video, it doesn't exist anymore. But if you're looking for her channel, you may not find it under this name. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can do some sleuthing and find out. The info card just popped up. The follow-up video is called Update, the Sugar Dad is Gone.
He's gotten so much attention that copycats have cropped up, and he's even managed to have some beef with local gnome Daniel Keemstar of all people.
Oh, I forgot about this entirely. Wow, okay. So apparently, I'm laughing because this is just so ridiculous. The internet is so small. Apparently the sugar dad got in beef with Keemstar because, and this might lend some credence to him like not being legit, even though it is Keemstar and like in general not the most trustworthy person on the planet, but I still think from this interaction, this led me to believe, or lent more evidence to him not being a real, because first off, I forgot what happened. I might explain it later in the video, but I'm gonna try to explain it now. Keemstar had somebody who needed money for something, and the sugar dad apparently sent that person $100. And the sugar dad was known for having tweets saying, hey, I have $50,000. I'm gonna give it to like 5 people. So if you have that much money to give away, but you see someone in need and you only give them $100, like that feels a little sus. And I think that's what Keemstar was focusing on. And then the sugar dad like cancels the payment. Allegedly because he said whomever, either Keemstar or the friend, whomever Keemstar was trying to help, said that $100 wasn't enough, and that's why the sugar dad canceled the payment. And also, in this screenshotted tweet that I have on screen right now, he said that he has had a lot of people post proof of the transactions, and I believe I put this in my follow-up video, but what the sugar dad would do was he would constantly retweet the same 4 or 5 tweets, not even 4 or 5, 2 or 3 tweets, where people are showing proof that money was sent to them. And then of course he tweeted out Scar's video. I believe Scar was the only person who made a video at the time. I don't know about what's transpired since then. It's been a while. It's been 4 years. So, cause this all went down in like 2018, late 2018. So yeah, it's been close to 4 years, but at that time, Scar's video and like those 2 or 3 tweets was the only proof that existed that he had sent anybody money. And of course, those could have been in cahoots somehow. Scar was immediately made suspect because she deleted her video after the account got deleted, so.
I hope you like this video. See you next time.
Oh wow, that's it, okay. That's where I ended the video. And my old title card. I still have it, I just don't use it. I feel like the black background, it's more iconic. So yeah, that's my first ever video. It's not very long. It's only, honestly, it's only 6 minutes and 55 seconds here. What ended up happening with this video is that, much to my surprise, the sugar dad ended up tweeting it out. But I believe it was only up for, it had to only be up for a couple of minutes or a minute at most, because I think it like got 140, I remember it exactly. Wow, my memory is so wild sometimes. But it got like a boost in like 142 views at like once. And of course, me not having that much experience on YouTube or having been on the platform for very long at all, that was very surprising to me. And I was wondering, like, how did this happen? And I believe I saw in my analytics that the traffic had come from Twitter, but I couldn't find any tweets talking about it. And so someone in the comment section said that he tweeted it out. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I didn't see any tweet though, because I was following him as well, because I had to keep tabs on him. But what I think ended up happening is that homie ended up actually watching the video and seeing that I was very skeptical of him and what he was doing, and not just, you know, giving free advertising so that he can get more followers for reasons that I get into in my follow-up video. But I'm pretty sure he ended up actually watching the video, and then he took the tweet down because I was maybe not disparaging him, I guess. I mean, that's it for that video, man. Honestly, I started off YouTube kind of strong with that one. That was pretty iconic, I'm not gonna lie. But man, a whole new year on the YouTubes. It's been fun, you know, even though my output has not been as consistent as I would like it to be. Working full time, it's time consuming. And you know, as much as I think it's kind of a maybe not great career decision, just for personal reasons, I get why people quit their full-time jobs to do YouTube, because you can't really do both. You gotta do one or the other. I mean, some people are able to make it work, but me, I mean, I'm trying, but it's certainly difficult. And I'm not gonna quit or give up anytime soon, because I like doing this far too much. Even if I do, you know, settle nicely into my flop era, it's fun. I'm not gonna stop doing it, because it's too fun. Sorry, you're gonna be stuck with me until I'm good and ready, okay? Looking forward to the next year, you know, looking forward to the next year of things, next year of creativity, the next year of YouTube. I really like doing YouTube, and I'm going to really like doing it more in the future. That's all I have to say about that. I hope you guys liked this kind of retrospective. I certainly like doing it. It brought back memories, of course. And watch the follow-up video that I did, because it offers a lot of new information. Honestly, I do want to look a little bit more into this, because, you know, it's been so long and I do still wonder, but it probably won't result in the video, because to be completely honest, there probably isn't anything there. That's gonna be it for me today. Follow me on Twitter for as long as it's around and still existing and the servers hadn't melted down. Read my Medium articles and listen to my podcast. Trying to be more consistent. Keyword here, trying. But yeah, that's it for me. And if you don't excuse me, I think I need to know what Joe Vargas is up to these days. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you don't, you need to find out.